Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is so early in the morning. It is literally 5:53 a.m. which is why I'm in my car and the light is on in my car and I look like a wreck, and it's because I'm heading to work, you guys. Yes, it is Wednesday morning. I'm bringing you guys along with me for a teaching vlog. I do not normally leave this early. The only reason I'm leaving this early is because I have been sick the past 2 days. Yeah, I had like an awful stomach virus and it was incredibly annoying and painful and irritating. So I'm getting back into the swing of things today and figured this would be a fun way to just get myself like up and at it and excited again. I'm really pumped to go. We have a staff meeting this morning at 7 anyway, so I wanted to get there early and just kind of collect myself and like do the things I need to get done since I've been out for 2 days, and just kind of like get life back in order, get my whole room back in order how I want it, all that kind of stuff. Because when we have our staff meetings at 7, they usually run till like 7:45, 7:50, and our students start coming in at 8. So that only gives me like, after I get all the way back upstairs like into my room and stuff like that, it literally gives me like 5 to 10 minutes. So it's not enough time to really get my room prepped and ready. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. I hope that you guys really enjoy this video. If you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You guys can do that by clicking the little red subscribe button right down below. Alright guys, I just got to work. There's literally like nobody here. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and bring you guys along with me. Legit, no one out here except for 2 cars. My lesson plan for today, all ready to go with some notes up here on what I need to get done. I'm pulling up my materials for today, like videos and my PowerPoint. Okay, I just printed out a bunch of these that I need to go pick up off the printer. I need to make copies of these, and then I need to make an anchor chart and find out what we're doing for morning work and do that. Okay guys, I just finished up with my day and it has been a super hectic one since I just got back from being sick after 2 days, and I just met with my team. A lot of people are like in and out of buildings and rooms and stuff like that during the morning time and in the afternoon, so this is like the first time I've just had quiet time. Me and my literacy team for 4th grade just met and went over some stuff so we could clarify things for the rest of this week and kind of like get a better schedule going for ourselves. We spent a bunch of our like time together the first couple of weeks, like doing all the lesson plans together, and I think we found a better solution for that, so I'm really excited about it. But I have a super long list up to do things, so I'm actually like in the process of packing it all up and putting it into my big bag, and I'm gonna take it all home and do it from home. So I have a lesson plan to make for like 2 weeks away. I have a lesson plan that I need to update for us that's actually for this Friday, because something happened in our Google Drive that messed it up, so it's a little whack. I've got this super long list of things to get done tonight, so I'm actually just gonna work at home. I enjoy taking my work home and doing it all there. I do love my classroom, don't get me wrong, but I think it's also really important to just kind of go home and spend time at home, and I don't mind doing the work at home because I enjoy it. But I really wanted to show you guys kind of like around my room a little bit and just talk about things, because I have not shown you guys really my room. So this is my folder that I use every single day, my little clip folder. What is this? Clipboard. And on my clipboard, I always keep my lesson plan, rosters for both of my blocks of my classes, and our transportation. So I have that going home because I always keep that ready to go to make notes on for the next day. I have this folder which has a lot of important documents and things, or lists and stuff, or papers that I need to take home and work on. And then this is my whole curriculum binder. So this is where I print out our actual So this is where I print out our actual curriculum and like tab it so it's unit 1 and like all our tasks for that unit, all that kind of stuff. And in here I do house like all of the lesson plans ready to go. This was actually from yesterday when I was sick, but it has the curriculum and then the matching lesson plan to go with it. And if there are any printouts or anchor charts that need to be done, those also go in there with that. So I'm taking this home because I always take that home to refer back to and use. And then I've got my science lesson plans over here. Our science lesson plans are made by one person on our team. We only do this for 45 minutes during the day, so it's not a huge chunk of our day. We have a 45-minute science or social studies, but right now we're doing social studies this quarter. Then we have our block 1, which is like 2 hours long. We have lunch, then recess, then we come back and do our block 2, which is again 2 hours long, and then we go to specials at the end of the day. That's just our schedule. So that's what's going on here. I've still got my computer on. Over here is a basket. These are our Thursday folders. These are provided by the school, and they go home every Thursday and come back on Friday mornings. They are just to send any important information from the school or like graded papers and stuff like that back. So I have a ton of stuff here, and then there's actually a ton of graded things over here that are going to go in this to be sent home tomorrow. And then I have these papers, which are just some graded papers or papers that needed to be graded, and all that kind of stuff. And then I have this lovely little basket over here, drawers, and so in these baskets I usually keep stuff that I'll be using for the next day, but since I've been all off whack, I have just gone ahead and put everything from today that I used in here. So the lesson plan, as well as the readings, any notes that I made, or stuff like that. This is where I'll also collect any turn-ins that the students do or work they do for that day, and then I can file them appropriately at the end of the day or at the end of the week. Down here in this bin is where I put stuff that needs to be filed or graded, and this is stuff for like next week, and then these ones are empty but need to be filled for the rest of this week. This is my hot mess of a table back here, and this is my hot mess of another desk, so I'm going to tidy up. This is what my room is looking like at the end of the day. We were in a rush. Normally our chairs do go up, but they did not get put up today, so it's kind of messy. You can see there's some stuff on the floors, but that's a mess that needs to be cleaned up. And then my library. You guys, this library has become a hot mess, and if you have any suggestions for organization, please help, or like rules and things that you use to keep everything in order. This all is not looking bad. And then let's go and check out other stuff. So this is kind of what this area of my room is looking like now in action. I put a anchor chart there. I am using these, so that's really helpful. This kind of doesn't get used, I don't know. I did also add these to my room. These have been awesome for voice levels, and I just circle whichever one we're using. And then this is how all this stuff is looking over here. You can check this out on my Instagram at Lauren in Elementary if you want to go and follow it. I keep my schedule, which I made I downloaded these from TPT and used my own font and then printed them and did them myself. And then I made these labels myself as well. Went ahead and put those up there for all of our I can statements because we have to do that. And then we have homework over here. And then on this side, I have another anchor chart of ones I've used and I think fell. So yes. And then over there, I do have another anchor chart, and I have this turn-in basket, which has been so handy to have over here because kids turn in so much stuff, so that is awesome. This is also a mess because there's a bug going around, so all the kids are sneezing and using Germ-X. But this is what my classroom looks like. Okay, I'm gonna stop vlogging now, gather my stuff up and head home for tonight, and I will vlog at home to show you guys kind of what I'm doing if I can. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please give it a thumbs up and let me know down below. I am now sitting in my room a little while later. It is like 7:30, 8 o'clock now. I've been doing a little bit of work, but I thought I would update you guys and tell you what I'm doing, because a lot of the work that I do happens in the evenings when I get home from work. I try and make a point to like eat dinner. I personally enjoy my alone time, just like taking a nice hot bath, watching my favorite show. Currently have Bachelor in Paradise on. Yep, week 6, episode 2. If you are a Bachelor in Paradise or a Bachelorette fan, holla at me in the comments. But I am watching that while I'm doing work, so I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so this is my spread I've got going on. Of course, I've got Charlie over here. He's like all curled up in the blankets with me, which is why the bed's not made. Over here, these are some articles that we're going to be using tomorrow in our lesson plan. So these are actually printing here, and I'll talk about that in a minute. This is my curriculum binder, and that folder I showed you guys earlier. This is something I'm turning into an anchor chart for tomorrow, so I printed out the directions I want to use. Oh, sorry, Charlie. And then these are my to-do lists, and that's my lesson plan for tomorrow. So I told you guys I'm printing out these articles, and you're probably wondering, like, Lauren, what do you mean? So I have decided to sign up for the HP like instant ink thing. Basically the HP instant ink thing, this is not sponsored at all. It is like a monthly subscription. So for my plan, I pay $10 a month and I can get 300 prints with as much ink as I want. So they send you all the ink like as you run out. So if I just wanted to print like 10 sheets of just straight colored ink or straight black ink, I could, which is really awesome as a teacher because there's a lot of stuff you got to print out, a lot of resources and things like that. Or if you're like working on setting up your classroom or different areas of your classroom that you want to organize a certain way, it's really awesome to have. I know you could do like $20 a month and do like 700 prints too. I need to bump mine up to that because I think it'll be way more useful. But I only have like 5,000 copies at work. So I wanted to do this at home as well, so I could feel like I wasn't crunching with the amount of prints to worry about or anything like that. Honestly, like I was just, yeah, just not too worried about all that and all that kind of stuff. So HP, you basically sign up online, and if your printer works with them, then they send you the ink in the mail, and then that's when you get charged your first month's worth, is when you get the 2 ink cartridges, and they look like pretty large ones, so that's cool too. So it looks like they should last for a long while, and I was just going through ink so fast, and it's like $40 for like one little ink thing, or like both. Oh my gosh, they're just so expensive, you guys. So I think this is a much better alternative, and I've really been liking it so far from what I've used. So that is what I'm printing with over here. We just have an HP Office Jet. I think this is the 3800 series. If you're really curious if this would focus, my man is struggling today. So this is the printer that I actually have. These were the old inks that I used. I even used like the off-brand before, but they sent me the good HP one. So of course I've got my copy paper ready to go in here. And these are some of the texts that we're reading. So I like to print 2 to 1 page, so then I'm just not wasting paper. And they have 3 texts that we're reading tomorrow. One we're posting on the screen. This one they're working with a group and they need to be able to annotate on the side. And then this one, which didn't print enough yet and I have to print some more, is the one that they'll be working on individually. So gotta make sure these are ready to go. So the one thing that I like to do whenever I am looking at my lesson plan for the next day, and this is just our outline, I can do like a whole video on how we lesson plan and stuff in general, but I really like to at the top write down things that I need to do in the morning whenever I first come into the building. So like I know I need to make an anchor chart for tomorrow because that's part of our lesson plan. I know I need to write the I can statement and update our schedule cards. I also need to have a question about our attendance thing since I don't have access yet to something. They have Thursday folders that I told you guys about earlier. They need to go home tomorrow, so they need to be stuffed with the different pieces of information, and also need to put my block 1's name up on this pizza chart that I have for as a reward. And you'll notice that like I write things on here like our science lesson plan I have printed out separate, and you guys saw that on my desk. So I like to also write any notes over here regarding that. So like I need to remember that we're playing a Jeopardy game and we're handing out the study guides. So I need to make sure that the Jeopardy game is ready to rock and roll for that. And then I have my actual main lesson plan here. And then I go noodle break, which I need to remind myself of. And then this is like independent reading with an EOG question for them to answer at the end. And then kind of our agenda as we get ready to fill out our agendas, pack up, go to the bathroom, do lunch, all that kind of good stuff too. So I'm going to make some notes for myself on this that I need to remember for tomorrow. And my other things are still printing out in there. And then another thing I do at the same time is make sure my PowerPoints are ready to go for tomorrow. So we already have this like PowerPoint kind of outline that we use every week, and we just make a copy of it on Google Drive. And so I will do like my unpacking sort of like first page. So when all my kids come in, they know exactly what is expected of them and what their tasks are for the morning time. Usually they'll do morning work, but tomorrow I'm just having them independently read. This is a reminder to myself to watch our school news network, and then we'll jump into our science. And then I have already gone through, and these actual slides are provided from our curriculum, so I just copy and paste them in because that saves a lot of time. Then I do independent reading at the end of the day. If they need to go book shopping and get new books from my library, they may do that. And then I have a homework slide where we go over homework and any reminders that they need to remember. So that is what my PowerPoint looks like, and my team, we pretty much all use the same PowerPoint, so we kind of work on this together. Alright guys, it is a little bit later and I think I am calling it for tonight. I have gone and printed out our test for Friday so that we have this to kind of work with tomorrow while we're doing Jeopardy, kind of review for the test. I've updated any special reminders into my planner. I use the Teacher Happy Planner. It's this one that says, "Here's to a brilliant year." I'm not going to open it because it does have a lot of personal information in it right now. Okay, so I had to update this lesson plan because this one was something went wonky in Google Drive down here with our information in the I do and we do sections. So this is actually for this Friday, so this was like a must do. I did not get to making the lesson plan that's not next week, but for the week after, so it's like 2 weeks out. So I'm going to work on that tomorrow instead, since it's so this is my lovely to-do list that I had written out for today. I keep this notebook on my desk during the day and just write things down as I'm thinking of them at the end of the day, things I need to get done, all that kind of stuff. There's really no method to this madness. But I did get to a good chunk of stuff, so I'm feeling very proud about that. And I went ahead and just made the notes of things that I need to remember for tomorrow so that my to-do list is started and ready to go. I've got my lesson plan for tomorrow all ready to go, and I went in and made all my little notes for things I need to do for tomorrow. I printed out all of my science study guides, so now I don't have to make copies of those in the morning. And I went ahead and made hard copies of the texts that the students need to have for tomorrow to work on. And I'm going to put this science test with that, so it's all ready to go. This lesson plan I'm going to put into this little guy over here. I did not get to my subfolder thing that I was supposed to fill out, so I need to put that on my to-do list for tomorrow. I did make this list earlier today. These are like classroom projects and things that I need to probably work on over the weekend and just getting done, like things like organizing my library better and my cabinet, filing cabinet, and just like my classroom job wall and my word wall, all that kind of stuff. I thought this was good to just keep a running list of these things so I don't forget those. But I found a good stopping point, so I'm going to do this, add that one thing to my list for tomorrow, and we're good. I really hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me for today and just kind of seeing a day in the life of a teacher, and a first year teacher at that. Guys, like literally this is week 3 of me teaching ever, so I'm learning a lot of stuff. If you have advice, please let me know down below. I'd love to hear it. I'm still working on a ton of stuff, finding my groove, finding my schedule, finding how things work best for me, and that's the process I'm in right now. So if you have advice or something you want to share with me, please do, because I would love some. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I really enjoyed kind of filming it and vlogging. I think I'm just going to make this into one vlog for you guys because I think I shared a lot more information than I thought I would, which is good. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which you guys can do by clicking that little red subscribe button right down below. Without further ado, thank you so much for watching. If you want to stick around and watch more videos on my channel, I will have 2 videos linked here on the screen for you to go and check out that you may be interested in. And here's my little subscribe button. You just click my little picture. So go and do that. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.